What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn welcoming you back to another episode of Road to Ranked. We are here for the final episode this week with I know, we've seen these Pokemon for the past couple days, and don't worry, they will be changing up in the next episode. As you guys know, this is just the introductory week of this season of Road to Ranked. I need you guys to leave your set suggestions down below in the comment section using the hashtag RTR. So next week, we can use all new Pokemon every single day. We will bring at least 3 new Pokemon, your 3 new Pokemon to the field, and then we'll probably bring 3. I'm gonna build Pokemon that will work well with your suggestions. So we may have new Pokemon every single day. We will definitely have at least 3 new Pokemon every single day, and then 3 might stay the same or they might change. We don't know until next week. So we're gonna jump right into this now. Our current record for the week is 5 wins, and something's wrong though with my math. I ended the last episode saying we had 5 wins and 2 losses, but I don't think that's possible. 7 wins and 2 losses. Tricky. So we currently have 7 wins, 2 losses, rating of 1590. We did lose a game last episode, which is super unfortunate because we were on somewhat of a winning streak, which was very nice. And we're gonna go against Andre, whose rating is pretty low compared. We're in the 1600s. I'm surprised we're getting matched up, but it's all right. We have Umbreon, Porygon 2. Why does every first match of Road to Ranked look like either like a stall fest or Salamence, Honchkrow, Machamp, and Politoed? So, looking at this, I want my Ambipom to knock off that Eviolite without a doubt. So, I'm going to bring Gardevoir. I'm going to open up with Gardevoir, I should say, because it hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hits everything really hard. I'm going to bring Ambipom just to knock off that gosh darn item. And then even beyond that, I'm going to bring Terrakion just to hit the Porygon with super effective damage, because nothing else, and it'll hit the Umbreon with super effective damage. So, both of those are going to get demolished in this battle. I do not plan on getting toxic stalled by either Umbreon or Porygon 2. I don't care. Question of the day: who is your favorite evolution? Since we've seen the Umbreon right there. To be honest, Umbreon is probably my favorite designed evolution. Yeah, probably, but competitively, I'm really not a huge fan of what it does because it's pretty much only good as a Wish Toxic Staller or a Moonlight Toxic Staller. I mean, it makes a pretty good physical wall and it foul plays, which is cool. But it's pretty much one of those. I'm more of an aggressive player. At least I think so, and that's those are the Pokemon that really catch my fancy. They tickle my fancy. But Umbreon is unfortunately not one of those Pokemon. My opponent opens up with a Machamp, which is just fine. It is just fine. My mouth is killing me. Thank you, Wisdom Tooth. We're gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve and go for the Hyper Voice because there's nothing on my opponent's team that wants to take it. Nothing resisted it. Machamp is weak to it. Honchkrow's weak to it. Salamence is weak to it. Umbreon's weak to it. If he wants to go out into a Porygon 2, you know what? He'll probably be able to take 3 because he's a Porygon 2, but I'm kind of hoping it's a 2 with KO so we don't even got to deal with a knockoff. Maybe Gardevoir could just get a nice little broom. Pick up a broom, dust the floor, and sweep. My opponent is going to switch out. I'm guessing we're going to see a Porygon. The Politoed. Oh, gonna set up the rain now, and I can't really figure out what the rain does for my opponent. I was trying to look at his team and figure out what the rain did, unless it's a special Salamence with Hurricane, which I don't understand because you have Pixelate. I mean, you have Aerialate, so why not just run a normal Hyper Beam? Just run a Hyper Beam. Well, I guess technically Hurricane would be stronger, but we have a Gardevoir here, so it's fine. Gardevoir almost one-shots a Politoed, which is pretty impressive considering Politoed is a pretty fat Pokemon. Politoed's going to outspeed, so it's a Choice Scarf Toad getting his Scald off, which is unfortunate, but we're going to be able to not get the burn and pick up a kill here. I really do have a feeling that the Salamence is going to come in and try to use Hurricane. And if that's the case, we're in for a little bit of trouble. But we saw Machamp, and then if he brought the Salamence, then you know what? I don't even got to worry about Porygon. Nope, never mind. There's the Umbreon, so I don't know what the rain does for my opponent, but he's got a rain dance going. Hyper Voice is going to be super effective. I actually think it'll one-shot an Umbreon, which is the biggest reason why I wanted to bring Gardevoir to this match, because I want to see if it does. It doesn't. It misses it by 10%, and my opponent's Umbreon is going to munch down on a citrus berry. I really wanted that Oko. And Foul Play is going to come in. I have 0 attack IVs, mind you, so it's not going to be able to kill me. It's funny because if I had 31, I think it would have either KO'd or brought me down to 3 HP. I'm not sure how the math actually works on that. But Hyper Voice is going to KO here. And the final Pokemon, of course, we already know is the Machamp. And the only question I really have is, are you feeling lucky? Machamp might actually outspeed my Gardevoir, but Gardevoir is base 100 speed, and I'm invested a bit. So, I don't know. I would be a little surprised if he does outspeed. Does Gardevoir have the broom? Does Gardevoir has the broom. Has the broom in her hand. I thought you were gonna live that for a second. Oh my gosh. Down the Machamp goes. So first game, Gardevoir just comes in and just sweeps everyone off their feet, which is just fine. Just fine. Just whoop, whoop, whoop. Just like whoop, whoop, whoop. Just like that. Just I don't like that noise. We're gonna go in for a second battle of the day of Road to Ranked, and I'm really I can't stress this enough. I can't wait to record with your set suggestions. It's really gonna be the bee's knees. It's going to be Shinobi Drill's knees. It's gonna be Savage's knees. We're gonna go in for another battle. I'm going away this weekend. I might make an update video about it, I might not, but I bought a GoPro and I'm going snowmobiling upstate on Lake Brant, and it's really, really beautiful out there. And I decided that I'm gonna I may not vlog the whole thing, but I'm definitely gonna vlog the outdoor adventures with the GoPro, and that's gonna be us on the snowmobile, which will be awesome because the sunset on the lake looks amazing. And maybe I'm one of the only people that likes that kind of crap, I don't know, but I plan on making a video of it and uploading it and putting some music behind it and being like, oh baby, I love the way, oh baby, I love, like, you know, like good background music. Salamence, Mamoswine, Garchomp, Ferrothorn, Azumarill, and Rotom-Wash. So I definitely do have to bring my Salamence because it is my fire Pokemon. I know it's not fire, but I see a Ferrothorn and I really want to bring it. Plus, it can take care of a Azumarill pretty easily and a Salamence pretty easily. Although Salamence is really not liking this matchup with the Mamoswine there. He's really not. Gardevoir's looking real nice. I think if Gardevoir had HP Fire, I just bring Gardevoir every time. I don't want to bring Ambipom because of that Ferrothorn that I had mentioned. And he does have something that's immune to Electric, which is unfortunate. So he's two things immune to Electric, which is really unfortunate. I think I'm going to open up with a Sash Terrakion, which I never really do. And then I'm going to bring my Mence. And then I'm kind of stuck. I mean, if my Mence takes care of the Ferrothorn, it's not the best matchup, but I'm going to bring my Mamoswine as well because my Mamoswine takes care of the Garchomp and the Salamence. And it hits the Ferrothorn for neutral at least, and it can go on. It can dance with the other Mamoswine. It can literally dance. It can literally salsa with the other Mamoswine. I want to see a picture of two Mamoswines salsaing. I wonder if that's like with their giant hooves of manliness. Even though one of them will be a female. I think that my opponent is a female, although it doesn't matter. I mean, but I thought it was. Maybe it's not. Opponent opens up with a Ferrothorn, which is a little bad. Just a little bad for me. I'm actually going to protect the scout what he wants to do. I know that's a really weird play. That's a really weird play. He's going to withdraw. You know, after I pressed protect, I thought that he's most likely going to withdraw into a Salamence. And there it is. So I would have gone for a Rock Slide. I hate when I make my plays a little bit too fast. I really do. I do outspeed the Salamence, but I'm at -1 attack. So I do kind of think he's gonna Dragon Dance on me, and I'm just gonna switch right out into my Mamoswine. I'm gonna switch directly out into Mamoswine. Oh, I really wish I had thought a little bit harder. I could have gone for a Rock Slide, probably gotten like 40% off even after the Intimidate, and then I would have been fine because I probably would have left my Terrakion in, gone for another Rock Slide, predicting a D-Dance. Could have got a flinch. The whole game would be different. What if Pokemon? He's actually gonna straight up EQ. Which I did not expect at all, but I'm going to be able to eat that up very, very easily. I'm going to actually kind of want to go for the Icicle Crash because I think that he's going to switch out, and I don't want to go for an Ice Shard and a Ferrothorn. At least Icicle Crash is neutral. I mean, they're both neutral, but Icicle Crash do a lot more damage. I'm going to go for the Icicle Crash and regret it later. He doesn't have the Flamethrower, thankfully, and he's going to switch out most likely into the Ferrothorn. Here comes the Ferrothorn. We'll get to see a little bit of love here. We will get to see a little bit of love. We'll see what this Icicle Crash does. It does an okay amount, but after leftovers and a seed, which I'm assuming is going to take place, I don't want to get seeded. Well, I'm going to stay in to get seeded, and I'm going to go for an EQ, because I don't want to switch my Salamence in to get seeded. I really don't want to do that. I do want to keep my Mamoswine around, though, so if he goes for a... Ooh, it's a crit! There's the lead seed. It does connect, so the Protect is just a turn away, without a doubt. Because between leftovers and lead seed, he's going to be back up to like 40% now. Or maybe a little less, 35. And it's just, it's too much to handle. It's too much to handle. It's too much to handle. All right, now's the time to go on into Mence. Mence. Now's the time to go on into Mence. Because I think he's going to Protect. And we should be able to... First of all, get a useless Intimidate off. So, not useless. A -1 Power Whip is going to do diddly squat. That is awesome. So he doesn't pack Protect, which is really interesting. Really interesting. I have no problem Mega Evolving going for a Dragon Dance here. It's not like where with Scizor I was kind of wary about it because Scizor can actually be an offensive threat. This Ferrothorn, I'm not too afraid, although it is kind of surprising that he stayed in. Possibly scouting? No. Gyro Ball? Gyro Ball is going to hurt a little bit. Even though he's at -1, it's still going to hurt. It is still going to hurt. He's going to go for the lead seed. Wow. This guy is committed. But I'm kind of hoping that he's got lead seed, Power Whip, Gyro Ball. Nope. He's got to have Protect. Wow. Really good on my opponent's part not going for the Protect. Although it is going to take a little longer. I think we should be able to win this match though, because if he protects here, he is going to be okay. Although, yep, he is going to protect. He's going to be really high up, like really high up, and he still has a Mamoswine in the back possibly, which could Ice Shard me to death. But I have a Mamoswine of my own and a Terrakion, so we should be okay. Now that I'm thinking about it, all I've got to do is get rid of this Ferrothorn. I'm still going to go for a Flamethrower, even though I've already revealed it. Even if my opponent wants to switch out into the Salamence, it's fine. He's going to try to go for the... He snags a double Protect! Oh my gosh. Well, since I've been playing VGC, I've realized a double Protect is really not all that uncommon. But still, it's the principle. This is like the only time I needed not to have a double Protect happen, and it happens. And he's literally back at full HP now. Wow. Should have just... Once again, I have my foot in my mouth. He's going to withdraw. That was so obvious. I should have just gone for... But it's Triangle Man, which is going to be a Mamoswine, although he's not weak to Thick Fat, so this is not going to do a lot. My opponent played that way too perfectly. Darn it! Oh my goodness! Oh! I should have just gone for the Flamethrower instead of D-dancing. I should have. I don't know if it's possible to come back from this one now. I don't want to overpredict. I'm going to double edge. He's got the Ice Shard. That was overpredicting, you moron. That was overpredicting by staying in. But I don't really have an option to go out to anyone. I really do not. I can go... Terrakion's like my only Pokemon to go out to now. With his Ferrothorn back at full HP and my Salamence gone, there's really no chance. I could have probably just sacrificed my Mamoswine there. But I am going to go for the... I'm going to go for the close combat here. It's going to lower my defenses, which stinks, but it'll OHKO this Mamoswine, which is a good time. My defense is lowered, though, is a bit of an issue. But, the Salamence can no longer intimidate me. But Mega Salamence outspeeds Terrakion, doesn't it? I think it does. We're going to find out right now together. We're going to find out right now together. Salamence, Mega, 120. And he goes right out into it. He's got me checked. He really has me checked. And it stinks. Because Stone Edge is more likely to kill. And he's gonna go for an attack. He's gonna go for an attack because if he goes for Dragon Dance and I go into my Mamoswine, he loses to an Ice Shard. So Unfortunately, I'm just going to stay in and go for a Rock Slide. I outspeed! I outspeed! Oh my gosh, that means everything now. That means everything. I got it. I mean, it's fine. I'm fine. Goes for the double edge, which is just fine by me. It is resisted. Oh, it's neutral. I'm sorry. It's neutral, but Salamence doesn't get a single thread of priority. He's going to just barely miss taking himself out. Now, here is where I'm going to... I'm going to close combat. I'm going to close combat for many reasons. One, my defenses don't matter anymore. Two, I don't want Rock Slide to miss. And three, had he switched into the Ferrothorn, not that it would have mattered. I guess getting extra damage off with Rock Slide would have been even better. But realistically, there's nothing. There's nothing. Ferrothorn, I don't think you one-shot a Ferrothorn, to be completely blunt. I mean, this is it. This is it. This is me going for game. I'm going to close combat. Ooh! Now, he's going to kill me here. Unless he goes for Leech Seed and misses. Well, no, I'm sorry. He's going to go for Iron Barb. His Iron Barb is going to take me out, so it doesn't matter what he goes for. I don't know if I could have played that better. I could have EQ'd. Nope. That would be stupid. There's no flinching involved in EQing. It's really going to come down to, can an EQ from a Mamoswine take him out? And we only saw the crit damage before, so I really don't know. He's obviously going to protect here. It's super obvious he's going to protect. But I go for the EQ anyway. There's the protect. And it just comes down to, can this EQ knock him out from this range? Best case, it looks like it will. I think it will. It's neutral. It's neutral and it's Mamoswine. Please, Ice Baby, come through. He's going to go for the double protect. He gets the double protect again! Now that you don't see every day. Is he really able to live it now? Did that protect literally just lose me the game? That HP looks like he's going to live. Do not live. Do not even think about it. I kind of wanted to go for an Icicle Crash, but I think that the HQ should kill. Suck it! Yes! That's fantastic! That's amazing! Oh my gosh. Two double protects. And whoo! All right, so we have 2 wins under our belt for today. And you know what? That battle made up for the ease of the first battle, so that's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and go for one more battle today, and next week we will get to use your power and see your comments on the screen. Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna do this together. Our current record is what? 7-2, 9-2. Can we go 10-2 for the first week? That's actually probably the best record we've had ever in Road to Rank. I know, like, we've never done a season like this where we've just been gunning for wins, but you know what? The biggest reason why I'm doing this season is because I think you have to learn how to play well with the good Pokemon before you should try to play well with the subpar Pokemon. So don't worry, next season is going to be a lot more about using subpar Pokemon suggestions from you guys, but this season is definitely about trying to get W's. Now we have Greninja, Salamence, Swampert, Skarmory, Talonflame, Tyranitar. And I'm thinking Greninja, Salamence. Well, I'm gonna go with Ambipom definitely. Salamence looks so good here. Salamence getting a D dance up looks so good, I should say. Gardevoir unfortunately doesn't look that great because of the Skarmory. If only I had Thunderbolt on there, but I have Shadow Ball, Psyshock, and what have you. Thunderbolt would make you the Pokemon to use right now. 100%. 110 times out of 110 times. I think I'm gonna go I think I'm gonna go Salamence lead. I'm gonna go Immense lead, and I am going to bring Ambipom. And Ambipom does have the Seed Bomb for the Swampert. And I'm gonna go Terrakion, because I think that Focus Sash is gonna really win us the game. I really believe that Focus Sash is gonna win us the game. Because there's so many Pokemon like Talonflame, Focus Sash wins us the game. Tyranitar, if it wants to outspeed, Focus Sash wins us the game. Plus we get that extra special defense boost if he sets up the sand. Skarmory, it's kind of tough definitely. Salamence, like I said, Focus Sash wins the game with the Rock Slide. Swamperts, we don't want to go up against that. We want our Ambipom to take on that Swampert. 9 times out of 10, we want that Ambipom to take on Swampert. Salamence can do it if he has to, if he's already set up with the D-Dance, but really, you don't want that. You don't want to have to double edge into a Swampert. The thing is fat. You're going to take so much recoil. It's going to be ridiculous. Your mom's going to have to come. She's going to pick you up off the ground. She's going to ask you where the laces on your shoes are. Unfortunately, my opponent opens up with the Swampert. That stinks. Well, I can't really hard switch out into my Ambipom because it screams that I have a Grass type move. So I am going to D-Dance. I'm gonna D-Dance knowing that I can live in Ice Punch. Like I can live in Ice Punch from a Mega Swampert. But if this is a special regular Swampert, an Ice Beam is probably gonna do me in. So perhaps Ambipom was the right play. He stays in, no Mega Evolution. Yeah, he's gonna be special. He's gonna have an Ice Beam coming my way, and I'm gonna regret everything in my life. Counter. Now, is this thing Focus Sash? Am I going to get Focus Sash countered? I'm going for a double edge here. Am I going to get Focus Sash countered? Don't tell me that I am. Don't tell me that I am. I don't want to. I'm getting Focus Sash countered, aren't I? I'm not! I'm just gonna kill it outright! Yes! Down goes the Swamp. Woo! 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 Well, with the +1 Salamence in the field, honestly, it's pretty much GG. He didn't have a Mamoswine in the back, so or a Weavile, so I have nothing to fear. Greninja, yeah, you're scary, but you're not scary enough. I could still get a huge double edge off on you. And even if you're Focus Sash and you want to pick up the KO, go for it. I have a Fake Out Ambipom in the back, waiting to finish off this Frog. There's the Focus Sash on the Frog. And of course, we're gonna see an Ice Beam here to finish me off. Which is fine. Like I said, I got the Ambipom in the back. Now, the question is, who is my opponent's last Pokemon? Judging by what he brought, I think that it's going to be Talonflame. I really think it's going to be Talonflame, which if it is, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. We're going to go out into our Ambipom here. We don't have any other choice but to go out into Ambipom. Now, part of me does want to go for the double hit to get as much damage off on a switch in, but I'm going to go for the Fake Out. I don't... Should have gone for the double hit. See, I hate that. I hate that. Is that Talonflame? That's Talonflame. See, double hit might have one-shot at Talonflame. We'll see how much Fake Out does. Does a huge amount. Yeah, double hit. No, double hit wouldn't have one-shotted. I could go into Terrakion, but I'm neutral to Brave Bird, so I really can't. My opponent might have just won this. That's how easy it is with the Talonflame. I'm gonna double hit. He's gonna Brave Bird. I don't think I can live a Brave Bird. Oh, man. That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate that our win streak is gonna get shut down by a Talonflame switch in. Double hit wouldn't have O-code, but had I double hit it, he probably would have died to recoil. Oh, man, I should have just done it. I mean, I'm sure he's going to Brave Bird. There's no reason not to Brave Bird here. That really grinds my gears. The only way I could have won that is if my Protect was Rest and I was holding a Lumberry. And even then, I probably would die to the Greninja move. So, unfortunately... we're going to walk away with a loss due to a Surf Greninja just rubbing salt in the wound. Oh my gosh, wow. Double hit would have won me the game. Really unfortunate. I was afraid of over-predicting, and that's what cost me the game in that one. So unfortunately, we're going to walk away with 9 wins, 3 losses. Really wanted that double digit. Really wanted that double digit at the end of week 1, but unfortunately we couldn't get it. If you guys enjoyed this episode anyway, please go ahead and leave a like rating down below. Also, do not forget to leave your set suggestions using the hashtag RTR. I need your help, so next week I can feature your guys' Pokemon in these videos for all the shady people to see. I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady. Might not go for a flashlight. I'm gonna go ahead and Icy Wind to slow down that Gengar, and I'm gonna bring in my Heatron.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me for that to happen.
shark be pet coming through. I'd be scared for a second. I'm like, no.